How My Brother Leon Brought Home a Wife is a story written in 1940 by the Filipino writer Manuel Argia. It appears in the compilation The Essential Manuel Argia Reader published by Anvil Publishing in 2019. The story is about a beautiful, young lady's visit to the provincial home of her lover. The name of the young lady is Maria. Her lover is Leon, whom she calls Noel. The name of the town is Nagrabcan. The story begins with Maria and Noel's arrival at Nagrabcan. They were transported from the station on a horse-driven carretela driven by C.A. Celan, a local coachman. Baldo, Noel's younger brother, is waiting for them on the side of the road with the bull Labang. Maria greets Baldo and he notices her beautiful features. The young lady also notices Labang, who was busy chewing grass. Baldo helps her become comfortable with the animal. Noel pays the coachman and he drives away, leaving them alone on the roadside. Noel points west to the location of Nagrabcan. The sun was setting on the sea and there was a beautiful sky. The fields were gold and Labang also shone because he was newly washed. The scene was broken by the animal's loud bellow to which another bull corresponded. Noel and Maria laugh at the interruption, then Noel tells Baldo to hitch the animal on a cart. Noel tells Maria that Labang's bellow is one of its kind. Maria answers jokingly that Labang might become a point of contention between them. Baldo noticed that there was a world of laughter between lovers. Baldo climbed into the cart while Noel was calming Labang, who was restless. Afterwards, Noel put their trunks into the cart and helped Maria climb in. Noel initially took charge of the rope and the animal speeded forward. Maria sat comfortably until Labang slowed down and Noel gave the rope to Baldo. It was already sunset and Baldo took the cart down the dry Wade River. Noel asked Baldo why they didn't take the path of the Camino Real. Baldo tells him this is what their father advised him to do. Noel laughed and supposed it was also their father who told him to meet them with Labang in the cart than with the Kalesa. He turned to Maria and asked if she had ever seen so many stars before. Baldo also noticed the stars as the dusk was growing dimmer. Maria suddenly pointed to the biggest and brightest star, whom she calls our star with Noel. Noel tells her that he had been looking and reminds her of when he told her that she should visit Nagrabcan if she wants to see stars. Maria answers in the affirmative and further admires the improved beauty of the star compared to when she saw it on Ermita Beach. They continue to laugh and adore each other while Baldo stopped Labang to light a lantern. The darkness was dispelled and Noel tells him he is a good boy. Maria asks if they are near home and Baldo answers that they'll be home after crossing the fields. Maria says they were near already, but Baldo didn't know what to make of her tone. To break the awkward silence, Noel sings Sky Sown with Stars, which was the same song him and his father sang before he went away to study. Maria joins in the singing and Baldo thought that she learned the song from Noel. They reached the fields and Labang quickened his steps. The stars shone on every side and Noel asked if Maria missed the bustle of the city. She tells him yes, but she was glad that the crowds and noise weren't there. Baldo turned Labang left and he knew that the animal was already thirsty and tired. They drove up a grassy slope which led to the Camino Real. Noel explained that the Camino Real curved around the Catayagan foothills and passes by their home. He said that he'd ask their father why they have to go through the fields. Maria worries that their father may not like her. Noel assures her that she doesn't have to think of him as an ogre, and except when bothered by his injury, he was the most mild-tempered and gentlest person he knew. They came around the home of their neighbors who were either having supper, but some greeted them on their way asking if Leon had brought home a wife. They finally arrived home. Noel told Baldo to stay in the cart as he dashed them into the yard. Baldo thought that they would crash into the nearby chamomile tree, but Labang paused on time. The house was lighted and their mother was waiting for them. Noel helped Maria step down from the cart. Noel greeted his mother and asked where his father was. She told him that he was upstairs bothered by his injury. Baldo went to unhitch Labang from the cart, but his father called for him. He met his brother Leon, who was on his way to gather the trunks. In the kitchen, he saw his mother, his sister Aurelia and Maria together, and they seemed on the verge of tears. Upstairs, it was dark and still. The father was there on a big armchair smoking, but he removed his cigar when he saw Baldo. He asked him if he meet anybody along the way. Baldo said no because it was already night. Meanwhile, Baldo tells his father that Maria was very beautiful. He asked if she was afraid of Labang and Baldo said she wasn't. He tells him that they sung Sky Sown with Stars together as Leon and Maria came into the room. The father asked if Baldo had watered Labang and he answers that the animal is resting in the barn. As Baldo is told to water him, he glanced at Maria and she was lovely and tall. He goes out to the hallway where her fragrance lingered like papayas. How My Brother Leon Brought Home a Wife is Manuel Arguila's best-known story and received first prize in the Commonwealth Literary Contest in 1940. Most of his stories depict life in Barrio Nagrabcan, where he was born.